Okay, all right, I clicked off of some pop-ups there. Wanted to go live real quick, guys. It is the 27th. Yeah, it's Wednesday, second day after Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody. Wanted to quickly reach out and give some information here on season 3, bring everybody up to date on where we're going, where we're at, as well as some other pretty exciting news that we've got going. So, as we talked about prior to the break, to the holiday, we are getting ready now, back in the queue to launch for season 1. That I'm assuming is going to happen right after the holidays, as most of these major streams shut down over the holiday season. That's kind of standard for them. So I'm looking for some information here very shortly on that. Season 2, we are through all the string outs. That is great. All of the backstories. We're now piecing everything together, getting ready to narrate. We've got some interesting updates on that as well. We're going to potentially have some unique additions to that. I'll leave that kind of on the back burner, as basically as once we find those relationships inked, if you will, and signed off on, then we can probably make those announcements here in the next couple of days. But I don't foresee that maybe happening until after the holiday, but we do have some pretty unique things going on, which is awesome. And then, World Series Arm Wrestling Season 3 is getting set to kick off. We talked about a few things on social media. One of them was talking about group practices. We've got a game plan for that coming out. These mega practices, we are going to come into towns and kind of film it and build up some backstory as well. The more we're able to tell stories, the better off the program is going to be. That's my opinion. It is a real value to tell stories. Stories about the athletes, stories about the competition areas, stories about lives. I think it makes it compelling. Yes, winning makes things compelling. That's always a big deal. And certainly the series is about winning. But ultimately, we're here to not only show that we have a great organization, and those who compete in it often find themselves with a fairly good prize money at the finals. And certainly, getting the notoriety of being a national or eventually here world champion. And that's part of the announcements too. We've got some real relationships that we're hoping that we're going to be able to announce that will bring more of an international value to the mix, which I think is pretty cool. Obviously, the more people we can invite and attract and grow, the more the competition, bears a value to all the athletes. And, it's an interesting thing. I've been a competitor all my life, whether it was through football or sports or boxing or what have you. It's always been in me personally to want to compete. But that doesn't mean I win or lose. I sometimes win, I sometimes lose. But I think as an athlete, having the ability to compete outside of maybe the status quo is something of interest. And I oftentimes wonder why more athletes don't participate, albeit I understand that there's always a financial value to everything that we do. Sometimes people just can't swing the financial value, but oftentimes we find in the sports that sometimes people just don't want to be maybe even outed on their own personal abilities. Sometimes it's better to be a local hometown hero than it is to be on a national level or a world stage. And unfortunately, that's in every sport, and we definitely understand. But we hope that bringing more people to the table will attract more people across the board. We are looking for some stories to tell outside of the ones we have. I've contacted quite a few individuals. I'm going to contact quite a few more. And obviously the key, though, folks, is when I do contact you, it's not to create a a value that you can't fulfill or that I can't fulfill. It's really to create a timeline and a schedule that you can fulfill, in the fact that we want you to come to a regional and ultimately we want you to come to a final. And sometimes those dates and schedules don't always work out for people, and we understand that. You know, it's nothing personal to me. It's a business decision to you. It's a business decision to me. And certainly if we can facilitate each other and get who you are out to the public, because I ultimately look to talk to people I find interesting. So if we can get out there and find those people that are very interesting, I think that really translates over to the American viewer. I think it's a plus. So hopefully, if you are someone that's interested in being highlighted in the show, you can always contact me. Tell me your reasons why. Listen, my story, my personality is nothing too spectacular. So even though I own the company, I guess that's spectacular, but because I own the company, I don't have really a spectacular story behind me. I haven't overcome some great adversity in my life. I've overcome adversities, but I don't think anything more than anyone else. And certainly the adversities that may have been a bit larger to overcome were born of my own values and not of life. And certainly we want people to be born the values of adversity they overcome to be something that's part of their lives, and not something that's part of just bad business or bad personal decisions. We want to highlight the good things in life. So as we get out to season 3, we're certainly looking to add a few new faces. Tomorrow we'll announce one of them. I have a meeting with one of those people tomorrow. We're going to announce that. And I think that will help strengthen what we're doing. The other part of it is we're going to, should be able to get the last couple of locations identified. Hank and I have been working on some of the graphics for this season. We're going to get those posters out. I've always hesitated with a lot of marketing guys outside of my lane, but I think this year we're going to start getting more of a presence out there. I think it's important. I think we're going to be more visible throughout the year. And I think that's something that we're going to make as a business decision for the league and for our World Series, as well as positioning ourselves for some really bigger, cool things that, again, we're in a lot of conversations, which cool conversations are really cool. The fact is that cool conversations can go ice cold or can become super hot, and we hope they become super hot, but we're realists. I'm a realist. I haven't gotten to where I'm in life by making a lot of knee-jerk reactions to life in general. So I like to think that I'm very proactive in my approach to how I address where this company is going and how it's going. And I'm less reactive, where I'm trying to, figure things out on the 11th hour. I don't think that makes good sense in any business that I do. I don't think it makes any good sense in any business anybody does. So for me, guys, that's where we're at. I'm going to post this up on the live. A couple of things again. If you feel like you have a great story to tell, hit me up. I'd be definitely interested in hearing what story you might want to portray to our fans and to the people out there. The other thing is stay tuned for some pretty cool announcements. They're coming. And as always, support the events that are local to you. Support the promoters that are trying to put it out there and trying to do their thing. To me, it's not competition. They're doing what they want to do. I'm doing what I want to do. And I wish them tremendous success. Whenever you put yourself out there in any business or any kind of opportunity, you really put a lot on the line. And, I admire people that put things on the line that don't find themselves sitting behind keyboards and, making comments, good, bad, or indifferent. People that actually go out and do, people who go out and do what they say they're going to do are impressive to me. People who just kind of troll through life, I just don't spend very much time on that. But on a fun note, if you haven't watched, Jody Williams and I have been doing a fun pull-up challenge. We're going to be on day 4 tomorrow. Get involved with it if you'd like. It's just fun, folks. It's just about being more healthy. It's being about more active. It's being about more, together, if you will, having a more concise approach to what we do in communications. And you know what? It's fun. To me, I'm all about creating some fun opportunities. I'll be honest with you, the pull-ups have been pretty good for me. I'm an old man, but I'm getting stronger again. It won't matter, to be honest with you guys. I won't be winning very many matches, but I certainly am feeling some tightness in the body in terms of strength. I feel good. I feel healthy. That's what it's all about, and I can only tell you that I appreciate the camaraderie and the brotherhood that Jody presents. It's important. I think that if we could take away things from relationships like that, it's really how we interact with each other and on a day-to-day or on a week-to-week and a month-to-month kind of basis that makes life unique and fun. So it's a quick live, just a quick update. I want to stay out there, kind of stay relevant in the world of information. But if you have questions, hit me up. Please DM me. I've reached out to a few people. Please look into your DM boxes about this coming season and doing a backstory on you. And as always, guys, I appreciate you. Without you guys, the arm wrestlers, the public, the pullers, the competitors, promoters don't exist. And that's the reality. We all do what we do as a promoter with the intention of benefiting the athlete. But without athletes and competitors, there's no reason for guys like myself or others to be out there. We need you, and we understand that we need you. We want you. We want to give you opportunities to do it in a very sportsmanlike, fair, ethical value and way, and follow the promoters that give that, which are pretty much everyone, guys. I mean, to be honest with you, everybody's really a terrific person that I've met. So get out there. UAL has something on the 20th and 21st here in January. BMF has a series, I believe, here in January. 2 big promotions. Take a look at Sean Hancock. He's got something going on, I believe, early in the season. Take a look at the TAL. They've got something going on in February. I think their first big event. So all great organizations. Get out there, be relevant, be present, and certainly have an amazing new year. We'll talk to you after the break and certainly give you some real big updates at that point. Thank you.